Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to that Chill Guy podcast. I am your host, Dylan, and today we're going to be breaking down the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 trailer. If y'all didn't see my reaction of the video of me watching the trailer, go ahead and check it out. I know I didn't really say much. I had a lot of wide eye uh, movements going on in that reaction. Um, I was just at lost at words, but I'm here to give y'all my initial thoughts and opinions before we get into the breakdown. So here we go. I'm gonna say I was only at loss for words because I was trying to process everything that went down in that trailer. I'm gonna say that trailer was fantastic. This movie will be fantastic. Um, there's there's horror elements, there's suspense, there's thriller, there's a lot of fun, a lot of action in this trailer. Um, Returning stars, new characters, everything that you want in a movie, it's there. Now, will I say it's better than, or will it be better than the first Five Nights at Freddy movie? I'm gonna go on a limb and say yes. I think it is going to be better than the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Only reason that is for me, I didn't go see it in theaters, so I didn't get that theater experience. Hopefully, with this one, I will. I watched it on Peacock when it came out. The only reason is I had no, like, I didn't have faith in another video game movie. Take Uncharted for example. You casted Tom Holland, big star, Mark Wahlberg, a very known star veteran to the game. Uh, I think the casting was poor casting. Then you take stories from Uncharted 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you put it in one movie. Now, I did appreciate some of the reference um, from the game into that movie. I did, but at the same time, it wasn't the best video game movie in my opinion. Um, Kind of hurt the franchise a little bit. Honestly, I would have casted Jensen Ackles as Nathan Drake and maybe Harrison Ford as Sully. I don't know. Um, but this is not breaking down Uncharted. This is breaking down Five Nights at Freddy's. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Hey, I am looking forward to going and watching it. I'm gonna try to go watch it. Get my popcorn, get my soda, get get my food, my movie snacks, and put my butt right in that seat. And honestly, I think the route that they went with this movie and all the elements that it is in this movie will be putting a lot of butts in seats, man. Like, great, great trailer, great trailer. All right, let's get into some returning stars. We have Elizabeth Leo, uh, Piper Ruby, Matthew Lillard, and Josh uh, uh, Hutcherson. Yeah, so they're all returning. So that is Vanessa, Abby, William, and Mike, all returning for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Some new characters worth noting is Ski Ulrich. Skeet Ulrich is playing Henry Emily, but we'll get to his character as soon as we break down this movie. So, kicking off the trailer, we have um, Vanessa and Mike kind of in like in a not like a diner, but like a fancy restaurant, possibly on a date. Um, Mike's asking Vanessa, "Hey, are you having these dreams again?" Uh, she said, "Yes, all the time." And he's like, "Is it of your dad?" And goes into her running down the hallway full of pictures. And there is a notable picture. There is her and a boy. And there is a story with her and that boy. And that is potentially William Afton having a son that we don't know about. Uh, rumor, like speculation, is saying Mike is potentially his son, but I don't think that's the route they're going. I think there's another character out there that could be his son, his long lost son, or a son that he's never talked about to Vanessa. Um, she was running down the hallway, then she's hiding under the bed, and then all you could see is um, William's feet, aka Matthew Lidler's feet, and um, then it cuts over to uh, Freddy blueprints showing everything that um, will be going into like the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Um, we see Vanessa putting toys, like marbles and mirrors and all these relics on the shelf of her home, and of course the airplane from the first movie, which is Mike's brother's, um, yeah, Mike's brother's toy airplane before he was brutally murdered. Um, then we get shots of Matthew Lillard's character, uh, William Afton, uh, in the Springtrap suit, outside the Springtrap suit, which was glorious. Definitely giving me like Stu Marker vibes from Scream, the first Scream movie. And then we get another shot in this trailer of none other than Steve Ulrich's character, Henry Emily, uh, or is it Emily? Yeah, Emily. Henry Emily, talking about um, his daughter being a victim, um, and like he didn't believe what was happening until all of his kids disappeared, and he believed that um, William was behind it of his daughter's murder. And then obviously we get a little like little Easter egg letting us know her character in the movie is. I don't remember the name of the character. I gotta get really familiar with the characters. Like I know the core members of the characters like Freddy Fazbear, Chica, Foxy, um, the cupcake. I don't remember the cupcake's name, but I remember the cupcake, uh, Toy Bonnie, and of course Springtrap. Now I gotta get familiar with the characters outside of those core those core characters, but maybe I'll get a gist of who these characters are when I watch the movie. Um, that and I didn't really get to play the Five Nights at Freddy games, but I do know I did see some clips of the Five Nights at Freddy game, and maybe I played it once. So maybe that's why I'm not really too familiar with the characters, but I do know the core characters. Like who doesn't know Freddy Fazbear? Who doesn't know Chica? Who doesn't know Toy Bonnie? Who doesn't know Foxy? And who doesn't know Springtrap? Like, everybody knows who those characters are. But me personally, have to explore outside of those characters. Um, and then we get an article um, while Henry is explaining everything that went down with his daughter of William Afton when he was opening Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Um, there was nothing to really point out in that article. It was just a basic article, so nothing much to it. And then we get another shot of Abby walking with a friend, saying, "Are you gonna go back to the? Are you gonna go back to Freddy's?" And then, sure enough, another shot. She's going back into Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and then um, we get Mike saying, "Oh, this is where my sister is at," with a little pamphlet, and we didn't get no answer after that, but we can only assume there was an answer because here we are again, Vanessa and Mike going uh back into Freddy's looking for his sister. Then we see all kinds of all kinds of, well, before we get that, with the scene of them going back in there, we get a voice that says, uh like, where are you going? I think it says, where are you going to run to? Yeah, where are you going to run to? I don't know whose voice that is. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm just looking at some of the stuff. Oh, there was a character, and I looked it up who the character was, but that's not his name in the movie. It's just that's the actor's name, and his name is Freddie Carter. We got to see a shot of him, and one can only assume. I mean, me personally, I feel like that might be William Afton's um, potential. I'm gonna do air quotations because I don't know, but I can only assume that whoever Freddie Carter's character is will be William Afton's long lost son. He was he is supposedly a security of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, but he looks menacing with those eyebrows. He looks very, very menacing, and I don't know, like, that's crazy. And then we get multiple shots of all the animatronics attacking the town. We got a shot of Toy Bonnie, I believe, in one of the houses with a knife, about to uh, attack somebody. I don't know who the character's name is, but um, it could be just a random person in the town getting attacked. But Toy Bonnie was about to attack, and then we get multiple shots, and then we get like withered or battle damaged uh, versions of the animatronics. And then obviously there is a car scene with um, Vanessa, um, obviously running away from one of the animatronics, loses control of the car, goes into a ditch, wakes up, and then out of nowhere, Foxy breaks into the car, breaking the side driver's window. And then the last shot of that trailer was of Foxy. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Finance of Freddy's 2 breakdown trailer. If y'all have seen it, comment down below. What do y'all think of the trailer? Do you think it is better than the first Finance of Freddy movie? Do you think there's any improvements of the movie? Me personally, I think it's going to be the best Finance of Freddy's movie in this trilogy. Hopefully, the third one that comes out after the second one will top that, because it definitely, in my opinion, feels like it's going to top the first one. Um, if I'm going to rate the trailer at a 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 9, a solid 9. Don't want to give it a 9.5 yet because I want to see the movie. But right now, I want to give that trailer a 9. Um, Other than that, leave a like on this podcast. Comment down below how you feel about the movie or the trailer. And if you're new to that Chill Guy podcast, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Other than that, we'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all take care and keep on slicing and dicing.